This is one fat boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for March 24th. Tonight there is 5 games. We'll go over the spreads and overs, unders for each of them. For the Cavs at the Raptors, we lean towards Cleveland plus 3.5. So both these teams have been playing somewhat consistent. Like I checked their last scores, like they have won close games, lost close games, lost by a lot, and won by a lot. And that's on both sides over the span of like last 6 games. So choosing a spread on this game actually pretty random. So it's like this could go either way, I see, but I think with Cleveland as being more consistent on the defensive end, that'll help them get the win. And then Toronto playing at home, they've been weirdly inconsistent at home. I think they have a better road record than they do home record, so I just have to lean towards Cleveland in that sense too, that they'll be able to perform on the road. But overall, this probably wouldn't be a game that I would be choosing a spread on, and if I did, I'd just lean towards like Cleveland win just because it'd probably just be a bigger payout than Toronto winning. But I will lean towards under 221.5 as both teams can play defense. Like I don't see like both teams getting like super hot to like score like 120. I expect them both to be like low 100 points, maybe like an under like 100 points for one of the team, but total score will probably add up to like 217 if I were to guess. For the Wizards at the Bucks, we lean towards Milwaukee minus 12, as they do have Middleton out, but I think between Drew Holiday and Giannis, that's more than enough to beat the Wizards, and let alone like most of the league. So that gives the Bucks just inherent advantage. Plus, the Wizards are not a great team. Yes, they'll play like 4 quarters. They're not the Lakers, but I think the Bucks are just better in those 4 quarters. But I know somehow, some way, because the Bucks are just random, but they have been playing better with Brook Lopez since he's been back. So Bucks have been a little bit more consistent. So hence why I'm leaning towards the Bucks winning, and they should be able to cover a 12-point spread. I'd honestly be a little surprised if they don't cover the 12-point spread, but I'll be like very surprised if they don't win this game. I'll lean towards over 233 as the Wizards, they can score a lot, even though the Bucks defense has been a lot better. But I think the Bucks offense like is going to be like the majority of the 233 is going to be coming from the Bucks. Like I expect them to have at least like 125, because who on the Wizards is going to be able to slow down Giannis and the Bucks offense? Like really no one. So Bucks offense should really shine. For the Pacers at the Grizzlies, be leaning towards Indiana plus 12.5. So both these teams did play last night. Memphis won against Brooklyn. Pacers lost against the Kings. But I think for a team to lose by more than 12.5 points in a back-to-back, I don't see it happening. I mean, Indiana, they can put up a lot of points. Memphis, they tend to play to their competition. Like they win against like really good teams, but they'll also like keep it close or lose against like those lower tier teams, which Indiana falls in the category of a lower tier team. So I won't be surprised if Indiana keeps it within 12.5 points. I will be leaning towards over 227.5, as both teams can put up a lot, but since they are both on a back-to-back, I can see this going under 2, so this is probably one I wouldn't be choosing an over-under on, because both teams can light it up, but they are going to be on tired legs. For the Bulls and the Pelicans, so if I were to choose a team to win, I'd choose the Pelicans, as the Bulls are in a little bit of a rut right now. They're just not playing like they were. Like they've dropped a few spots in the Eastern Conference, so I just lean towards the Pelicans, as they need to protect their 10th seed spot for a play-in position. So hence why I lean towards Pelicans. But overall, probably wouldn't be betting on the spread in this game, or just choosing a winner, like betting wise. Even though the Pelicans are playing at home, they have like a big incentive to like win, so you can like possibly move up to the 9th seed, possibly 8th seed. But I do expect some solid offense overall. Like who's going to slow down Valanciunas on the Bulls? No one really. Then who's going to like be slowing down like the combination of Levine and DeRozan? Like can't put McCollum on one of them. Like you have to rely on your bench and your other starters for the Pelicans. So I do see scoring opportunities for both teams. So hence I would lean towards an over 228.5. For the Suns at the Nuggets, I'll be going with Phoenix +3. So even though Phoenix played last night, and you're not going to see too many games where the Phoenix are the underdog, we might as well take this opportunity to take Phoenix winning, or just +3. DeAndre Ayton, he actually does defend Jokic, probably the best defender against Jokic in the league, if for sure top 3. So Jokic will for sure have to rely on his team. So if you think that Jokic's team, his role players are going to step up, like Aaron Gordon, Will Barton, Bones Highland, if you think they're going to step up, then lean towards Denver. But I think the Suns have proven that they're very deep, so they can rely on people that didn't play last night or didn't play too much last night to have fresh legs. And just how their system of defense and offense runs, it's hard to bet against the Suns, and especially on the spread when they're an underdog. So this is a surprise bet because I really wouldn't expect the Suns to be an underdog. So for sure take that one. Then over 231, as the Suns have been scoring a lot. I believe they scored 125 in their last 6 games in a row. That's pretty good. So hence I'd lean towards an over. And then Denver, they'll still score. They're a solid offensive team. But I do expect a close game, but I think the Suns, especially in the fourth quarter, will pull this game out. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Have fun watching the games. That's the most important part. And once again, thanks for watching.